All aboard, it's Jang here with a look at a Playmobil City Action set. This is the large front loader, and to be honest with you, it's not quite as large as I expected it to be, but it is plenty large. It's weird. I really thought that this was gonna assemble together into something much larger just based on pictures that I've seen, but as you can see, relative to the figure who's up there in the cab, it's a good size. So I don't know what I'm complaining about. Anyway, this actually has more detail to it than I expected as well. Only 2 stickers get applied, one on either side here. All the other stuff is either printed or pre-applied. The stuff that I didn't expect at all was all this under here. You can open up the engine compartment and look at that. A whole area where you can pretend to be doing some maintenance, either fixing up stuff or just doing regular preventative and scheduled maintenance on this thing, including removing this cap right here. You can't really put anything inside of there, but it's nice that they have the little things you can actually take some action against. Now this is articulated in the center for steering in a realistic way, and there's also just a little bit of extra room in the axles, so you can kind of go over terrain and you can see just a little bit of suspension motion there. It's just loose, it doesn't have any real springs or shocks, but it's nice to be able to pose it on terrain, you know, that has some bumps in it and such. Of course, the business end is all up here, and I'm very happy that this has points where it will lock and just stay. You can bring the arm all the way down like so. You can use just this handle here to control the bucket, bring the bucket right down perfectly flat with the ground. This is great. This is just good design right here to get it as low as you can and nice and straight and flat. It's perfectly aligned. It's just how you want the bucket to be. And then you can pull that back, bring the whole arm up, again with that same hand. There's a nice spot where it rests right here to be able to hold a load nice and low like this. But you can also pull it, and you want to kind of move the bucket forward a little bit while you do this to make sure it doesn't spill back, because look how far up it'll go, all the way up to here. And there's a spot where it'll rest right there. That's just so far to be able to bring this up. That's quite a reach. And then you can dump from up there. So you can get way up into a tall dump truck or a bin, or take it over the edge of a sand little enclosure, you know, the kids are playing in or something. I appreciate that. I like that it actually has the points where it locks, and it has the good range of motion. So it's just nice design rather than having it be all loose. This just helps you out. The main cab section has just a little bit of console detail up towards the front, and you see you've got the handle on the steering wheel, which is a good spot for your figure to hold on to it. And yes, that figure is included. There's a closer look at him. You see you've got the printed belt with the holes on it. Kind of looks like a plaid style shirt, and then the jacket on the outside, which has a different color inside of it that's kind of simulated by the gray here where it's turned out. So a nice level of detail, and I am glad that they didn't make him dressed up in orange or yellow to be kind of the stereotypical colors of construction. You know, going with green brings in a little bit of contrast and just feels like he could fit in with a lot of other different type of figures. He's not completely just stuck being a construction worker, because just take this off and he's just a regular dude. All told, a good set for play. Really designed for play, for action, for activity, for taking this out into the sandbox or around dirt or anywhere that you can actually scoop up some stuff and do some work with it. That's really what it's for. It's not just for looks. So I appreciate that very much, but I do think that it still looks good. The only thing that kind of detracts from its appearance is the big handle, but that's so important for play that I really think it's critically important that they included it there. So I'm happy with the set, even though it is smaller than I personally expected it to be. That was just a personal quirk of mine, but it doesn't take anything away from the enjoyability of this set. Let me know if you have any thoughts of your own that you would like to share with myself and the rest of the viewers about this set. Please feel free to use the comment section if you like. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos, because more are on the way very soon.